Paul Walker. Abstract. Paul William Walker IV was an American actor best known for his role as Brian O'Connor in the Fast and Furious franchise. Walker began his career as a child actor during the 1970s and 1980s, but first gained recognition in the early 1990s after appearing in the television soap opera The Young and the Restless. He soon transitioned into film, and received praise in 1999 for his performances in the teen films She's All That and Varsity Blues, which helped kickstart his career. Walker then gained international fame after starring in The Fast and the Furious. He subsequently gained commercial success in a number of other action and thriller films, enjoying critical praise for his performances in Joy Ride 2001, Into the Blue 2005, and Running Scared 2006. Walker also enjoyed critical and commercial success in other genres, such as the survival drama 8 Below 2006, and the war film Flags of Our Fathers 2006. Later in his career, Walker featured as a presenter for the marine biology series Expedition Great White and became known for his philanthropic efforts, founding the disaster relief charity Reach Out Worldwide, ROWW. In 2010, Walker died on November 30, 2013 at the age of 40 as a passenger in a single-car crash alongside friend and driver Roger Roders, thought to be caused by driving into a gas pipe. Walker's father and daughter filed separate wrongful death lawsuits against Porsche, which resulted in settlements. At the time of his death, Walker had not completed filming Furious 7, 2015, which was completed after rewrites and stand-ins, including his brothers Cody and Caleb, filling in for Walker. The song, See You Again, by Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth was commissioned for the film's soundtrack, as a tribute to Walker. Early life. Walker was born in Glendale, California, the son of Cheryl N. Crabtree, a fashion model, and Paul William Walker III, a sewer contractor and boxer who was a two-time Golden Gloves champion. Paul's paternal grandfather had a boxing career as Irish Billy Walker. Paul's ancestry was mostly English, with some German, Swiss, and Irish. One of his grandfathers raced factory cars for Ford in the 1960s. The oldest of 5 siblings, Walker was raised primarily in the Sunland community of Los Angeles and attended high school in the San Fernando Valley, graduating from Sun Valley's Village Christian School in 1991. He was raised in a Mormon household. After high school, Walker attended several community colleges in Southern California, majoring in marine biology. Career. Walker began his small screen career as a toddler when he starred in a television commercial for Pampers. He began modeling at age 2 and began working on television shows in 1985 with roles in shows such as Highway to Heaven, Who's the Boss?, The Young and the Restless, and Touched by an Angel. That year he starred in a commercial for Showbiz Pizza. Walker's film career began in 1986, with the horror-comedy film Monster in the Closet. In 1987, he appeared in The Retaliator, aka Program to Kill, a low-budget cyborg action film, with Robert Ginty. He and his sister Ashley were contestants on a 1988 episode of the game show I'm Telling, in which they finished in second place. In 1993, he played Brandon Collins on the CBS soap opera The Young and the Restless. He and his co-star Heather Tom, who played Victoria Newman, were nominated for Outstanding Lead Actor and Actress in a Soap Opera at the Youth in Film Awards. In 1998, Walker made his feature film debut in the comedy Meet the Deedles, which finally gained him fame. This subsequently led to supporting roles in the movies Pleasantville, 1998, Varsity Blues, 1999, She's All That, 1999, and The Skulls, 2000. In 2001, Walker's breakthrough role arrived when he starred opposite actor Vin Diesel in the successful action film The Fast and the Furious. the first film in the franchise. The film established Walker as a notable film star and leading man and led to his reprise of the role in the 2003 sequel to Fast 2 Furious. He continued his career with leading roles in films such as Joy Ride, 2001, Timeline, 2003, and Into the Blue, 2005. He had a supporting role in Clint Eastwood's adaptation of Flags of Our Fathers, 2006. Walker then starred in the action thriller Running Scared and Walt Disney Pictures' 8 Below, both released in 2006. 8 Below garnered critical acclaim and opened in first place at the box office, grossing over $20 million US during its first weekend. During the filming of Running Scared, director Wayne Kramer stated that "is that guy on some level" when comparing Walker with his character in the movie, Joey Gazelle. Kramer continued on to say that he loved working with because as a director he's completely supportive of my vision of what the film is. And even better, he's completely game for it. Walker starred in the independent film The Lazarus Project, which was released on DVD on October 21, 2008. He subsequently returned to Fast and Furious franchise, reprising his role in Fast and Furious, which was released on April 3, 2009. Walker then appeared in the action film Takers, which began filming in September 2008 and was released in August 2010. The Coty prestige fragrance brand Davidoff Cool Water for Men announced in January 2011 that Walker was going to be the new face of the brand as of July 2011. He reprised his role in the fifth installment of the Fast and the Furious series, Fast 5, 2011, and again in Fast and Furious 6, 2013. For this film, he won the 2014 MTV Movie Award as Best On-Screen Duo with Vin Diesel. He was part of an ensemble cast in Wayne Kramer's Pawnshop Chronicles, 2013, which was Walker's last film released before his death. Shortly after his death, the Hurricane Katrina-based film Hours, which he had completed earlier in 2013, was released on December 13, 2013. He had also completed the action film Brick Mansions, a remake of the French film District 13, which was released in April 2014. At the time of his death, Walker had been filming Furious 7, which was slated for release in July 2014. The film was completed by using his brothers Caleb and Cody as his body doubles, stand-ins and CGI, and was released in April 2015. Walker was also set to play Agent 47 in the video game adaptation Hitman Agent 47, but died before production began. Personal life. Walker lived in Santa Barbara with his dogs. He and Rebecca Soteros, a one-time girlfriend, had a daughter named Meadow Rain Walker, who lived with her mother in Hawaii for 13 years and then moved to California to live with Walker. In 2011, her godfather is Vin Diesel. At the time of his death, Walker was dating Jasmine Gilchard Gosnell. Walker was raised in a Mormon household, but later became a non-denominational Christian. He held a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Ricardo Frangina Miller of Paragon Jiu-Jitsu, and was awarded his black belt by Miller posthumously. Walker had an interest in marine biology, and joined the board of directors of the Bill Fish Foundation in 2006. He fulfilled a lifelong dream by starring in a National Geographic Channel series Expedition Great White, later retitled Shark Men, which premiered in June 2010. He spent 11 days as part of the crew, catching and tagging 7 great white sharks off the coast of Mexico. The expedition, led by Chris Fisher, founder and CEO of Fisher Productions, along with Captain Brett McBride and Dr. Michael Domeyer of the Marine Conservation Science Institute, took measurements, gathered DNA samples, and fastened real-time satellite tags to the great white sharks. This allowed Dr. Domeyer to study migratory patterns, especially those associated with mating and birthing, over a 5-year period. In March 2010, Walker went to Constitution, Chile to offer his help and support to the people injured in the 8.8 magnitude earthquake that struck on February 27. He flew with his humanitarian aid team, Reach Out Worldwide, to Haiti to lend a helping hand to the 2010 Haiti earthquake victims. A car enthusiast, he competed in the Red Line Time Attack racing series in which he raced on the Air Performance team, driving a BMW E92 M3. His car was sponsored by Etnies, Brembo Brakes, H. Linz, Volk, OS Jikin, Hankook, Gintani, and Reach Out Worldwide. Walker had been preparing for an auto show prior to his death. Walker also had a large car collection of about 30 cars, a portion of which he co-owned along with Roger Roders. The collection included. Roger Roders became Walker's financial advisor in 2007 and helped to establish Reach Out Worldwide. Roders, a pro-am racer, was the CEO of Always Evolving, a Valencia high-end vehicle performance shop owned by Walker. Walker was also close friends with his Too Fast Too Furious co-star Tyrese Gibson. Vin Diesel considered Walker to be like a brother, both on and off screen, and affectionately called him Pablo. Walker's mother referred to her son as Diesel's other half. In January 2020, 21 vehicles owned by the late actor Paul Walker were sold for a combined $2.33 million. During spirited bidding at an annual car auction in Arizona. Death. On November 30, 2013, at about 3:30 p.m. Walker, 40, and Roger Roders, 38, left an event for Walker's charity Reach Out Worldwide for victims of Typhoon Haiyan. Yolanda, with Roders driving his 2005 Porsche Carrera GT. In a 45 miles per hour, 72 kilometers per hour, speed zone on Hercules Street near Kelly Johnson Parkway in Valencia, Santa Clarita, California. The car crashed into a concrete lamp post and two trees, subsequently catching fire to the vehicle. Roders died of multiple trauma while Walker died from the combined effects of trauma and burns. Both of their bodies were burned beyond recognition. The curve where Walker and Roders died is a popular spot for drifting cars. No alcohol or other drugs were found in either man's system, and neither mechanical failure nor road conditions appeared to play a role. Police found no evidence of drag racing. The investigation concluded that the car's speed between 80 miles per hour, 130 kilometers per hour, and 93 miles per hour, 150 kilometers per hour, and age of the tires were the primary reasons for the crash. With Furious 7 in the middle of filming at the time of Walker's death, Universal announced an indeterminate hiatus on the production, citing a desire to speak with his family before determining what to do with the film this year. Numerous friends and movie stars posted tributes to Walker on social media. His body was cremated and his ashes were buried in a non-denominational ceremony at Forest Lawn Memorial Park. His life was later chronicled in the documentary I Am Paul Walker, which was released on August 11, 2018. In December 2014, Walker's father, Paul III, filed a wrongful death claim against Roders' estate seeking the return of a proportionate share of revenue generated by a group of automobiles that were jointly owned by both Walker and Roders. In September 2015, Walker's daughter Meadow filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Porsche for the death of her father, claiming that the Porsche Carrera GT had numerous design defects including a history of instability, and that its seatbelt placement can cause harm upon impact. However, Porsche denied any wrongdoing and blamed Walker himself, stating, "The perils, risk, and danger were open and obvious and known to him, and he chose to conduct himself in a manner so as to expose himself to such perils, dangers, and risks, thus assuming all the risks involved in using the vehicle." In April 2016, U.S. District Court Judge Philip S. Gutierrez ruled in favor of Porsche in a separate lawsuit filed by Roger Roders' widow Christine The ruling had no bearing on two other cases against Portia, which have been filed by Walker's father, who is also the executor of the actor's estate, and his daughter. Walker's father and daughter both reached an agreement with Portia